Legacy Wellness Tribe. This is Kendall here, and I'm gonna walk you through my first meal of the day. I just got through a really strenuous, quick recovery workout. I just did a little bit of cardio, about 30 minutes on the stairs, stretched it a little bit. It's always good to loosen up the body some. So I've been plant-based for about 6 years now. I've definitely had my slip-ups, or I've had some animal-based products, but overall I've been a plant-based eater, and I want to share this journey with you. So I'm going to be showing you guys different things every single week, every single day. I want you to learn, grow with me, and join my community, man. It's going to be fun, and I always like sharing the knowledge and sharing the wealth. So let's get to it. So just come over here. First things first is you always got to have some ice in your smoothie. So I put a little bit of ice. Not actually, that's not enough ice. All right, so just disregard the ice falling everywhere, but we got a little ice here. Second thing is I like putting frozen bananas. You gotta have your frozen bananas. So I normally just break up about 2 halves of a banana. So this is 1 full frozen banana in here. That's normally enough for me. So I normally pre-freeze these. These are number 9 bananas. If you are gonna eat bananas, you wanna get organic. When you're looking in the produce section, make sure it's a number 9. When you're looking at the barcode, the SKU code, make sure it is a number 9. Second, organic strawberries from Costco. I just, cut a hole at the top because it makes it a lot easier. Throw a few of these in there. Can't beat this combination. Strawberry banana, pretty darn classic, right? One thing is, I like to fuel my body with foods that taste good, that's nutrient dense, and that keep me satiated throughout the day. And then now I'm gonna show you the main event. This is the hidden gem that not a lot of people really know. I like having micro broccoli sprouts. You wanna add micro broccoli sprouts to your foods at least 1 to 2 times a day. It's like taking steroids. So instead of eating a whole bunch of broccoli, eating a whole bunch of vegetables, I just eat sprouts. So put, no sprouts left behind. So put some sprouts in here. And then next I have some more sprouts, alfalfa, broccoli, and kale sprouts. If you're really trying to increase your muscle mass, feel good, have a nutrient-dense meal, you want to have as many sprouts as possible. You don't need to overdo it. Just eat enough, at least a few times a day. So that's the hack that a lot of people miss when they're eating. And second, I always like to add a little bit of water in here, some spring water. All right, fill that thing up. All right, so as you can see, doesn't that look like a beautiful concoction there? Nice, refreshing. You want to start off with something refreshing in the day. I don't like starting off with things that's extremely heavy, things that make me feel sluggish in the beginning of the day, especially after burning sweat. Then, one of my other favorite ingredients, I have these organic medjool dates. They're locally sourced. So I like to put a date or 2 in here. So I'll put, all right, I'm just dropping everything today, you guys, but it's okay. All right, so I put another date in here. I was gonna put 2, I'll just stick with 1 date. And this one is up for debate. There's a lot of plant-based eaters that eat this last ingredient, then there's a lot that don't. So technically, I'm a vegan, but I like calling myself plant-based because when you say that you're a vegan, that means that you could be eating Lay's, Oreos, processed pizzas, processed chips, and I don't like to eat too many processed foods. Of course, I'm a human being. I have cheat days every blue moon, but I'm a whole foods plant-based eater, which means that I like eating foods that are grown from the earth, things that are natural for your body. That's the only way that you can get your body to change. That's the only way that you can feel good every single day. So one thing I do like that some plant-based people don't have is organic honey. But I like having honey. I feel like it's a lot healthier and more nutritious than agave. So every vegan or plant-based person has their own, standard of what they want. But I like honey over agave or any of these other sweeteners. But definitely still plant-based. Don't eat flesh, anything like that. But to each its own. Some people like honey, some people don't. I also like adding a little bit of ground cinnamon. And there we go. And let me whip this up. So now that I have this here, I'm gonna add a little more water to just top this off. get it to the points where it's overflowing. So how do you guys like to start your day? Do you guys normally start with, I know a lot of people like starting with a big bowl of oatmeal and different things like that. I like to switch it up, but for the most part, I think a smoothie in the morning really just gets my taste buds on fire, and I just feel good and I feel energized throughout the day. So let's see. Doesn't that just look beautiful, you guys? I always give it a little shake, then put like another round, you know? And so, for those of you who do still eat animal products and are still trying to thrive, just because you aren't plant-based or you're not vegan or however, you know, you reference people that don't eat animal products, you can still start your day with an amazing smoothie as well. I don't like to ostracize people and say, hey, just because you eat animal products, you can't enjoy healthy smoothies like this. I think everybody should be putting foods in their body that make you feel better every single day, not things that bring down your energy. If you're eating foods and you're tired after you eat that meal and you're getting what people call the itis, you're eating something that's metabolically not healthy for your body. Your cells and your physiological symptoms are telling you that you don't feel the best. When you eat something, then you feel restored, renewed, and then you feel good after, you know that you're fueling your body the right way. I always tell people the best teacher is your own body, because they'll tell you what complements your cells and your biochemical makeup and what doesn't. So like, just look at this amazing smoothie right here. Just strawberries, sprouts, dates, honey, cinnamon, and let's give it a go. Nothing beats that flavor. This is literally the best. And I'm gonna start dropping some videos on my full day of eating, but I want to really start this channel off with a lot of education based content, because I feel like there's so many misnomers when it comes to plant-based eating. People think that we're nutrient deficient. People think that we can't get enough protein. People think that we're going to just fall out dead. People think that we're going to lose our teeth, we're going to lose our hair, that our nails are going to be brittle, when in reality, all of these are myths that I'm going to show you that you can bust if you do the diet the right way. Any diet is a bad diet if you don't set things up the right way. You can have an American diet and do it the wrong way. You can be on a vegan diet and do it the wrong way. You can be on a carnivore diet. Well, I don't recommend that, but you can do that the wrong way too. Anything that you do, it's really about adherence. What can you stick to, and what can you stick to that's actually healthy for your body, and what biofeedback are you getting? If you're feeling tired and sluggish in the middle of the day, after I drink this whole smoothie, I'm not going to feel sluggish. I'm not going to feel weak. I'm not going to feel like I can't go on with my day. If anything, after I drink this, I'm going to be energized. I'm going to hop in the shower. And I'm going to get to work. I'm going to get to doing other things that I need to do, because I feel my body the right way. And for those of you that's trying to lose body fat as well, if you are having a hard time, stick to whole food plant-based foods every single day, every single meal. You don't have to simplify it any more than that, because once you start having so many added processed foods, it makes the journey a lot harder. And I'll give you details and give you a step-by-step breakdown and program. And I also have a plant-based ebook that I just dropped as well, that actually outlines exactly what you should be eating on a daily basis and how to even set up your meals and your structure. One thing I noticed, because I used to be a personal trainer day in and day out, and I still help people with their health and nutrition now, so I really just wanted to come in on the content space and start showing people my knowledge and start helping people and just serving as like, you guys are my community, so I want to do what I can to educate you on the information I picked up over the last decade. But one thing I noticed is, outside of discipline, is people just don't know how to structure their meals, and they don't have a really good concept of meal timing and when to eat and how to eat. And they're blending things, and they're having high carbohydrate meals with high fat meals, and they don't have any idea of what they should be putting in their body every single day. So I simplified everything. It's in the new ebook. It's simplified, it's simple, and it's super cheap and nothing that's going to break your bank. So I know a lot of fitness people and people online, they're always trying to sell you all these products and sell you all these things. It's not like that. I'm making it affordable and simple so that everybody can hop on this diet. It's good for your whole family, even if you are a pregnant mother, if you're in the process of healing. I tore my Achilles a few years back, And when I was in my recovery process, the thing that sped up my recovery process was fueling my body the right way. I was eating a whole food plant-based diet. And normally people, they get in the shoes and they start walking after they tear their Achilles. I would say after about 3 to 4 months, I was actually in shoes and I was walking at the 7.5 week mark. So by 9 weeks, I was moving pretty fluid, even though I had to learn how to walk. And I attribute most of that to not only prayer and keeping God in the midst of growing, but also fueling my body the right way. You can't say that you honor your temple, but you're putting the wrong things in your body every single day. That's not honoring yourself. That's not honoring God. So if you want to feel better, you'll do better. And if you're a part of my community, whatever question you have, put it in the comments. I will answer it. I will make a video about it. I will make a long, detailed explanation, give you a whole breakdown. We can even hop on a call. Whatever I can do to serve you and help you get to the next level in your journey of healing, thriving, and being a part of your own legacy, I'm willing to do that. That's why I wanted to create this whole legacy wellness collective, because I want you guys all to thrive. I want you to be great. I want you to be the best version of you. And it starts with your nutrition. When you feel better, you're going to feel better when you go home to your wife. When you feel better, you're going to feel better when you're at work. When you feel better, you're going to feel better in the gym. When you feel better, your whole concept of reality is going to feel better. I know how it feels to be dilapidated by and being worn down by having certain foods, and you just feel icky on the inside. And you feel like you want to keep reaching for the worst things. Everyone's had those days where you grab a snack or grab some fried foods, and then all of a sudden you're eating bad the rest of the day. It's because you started the day bad, and you're on that trajectory to just have a bad day. So imagine having a bad day that turns into a bad week and then a bad month. We're not out of shape for no reason. It's just because we haven't set up the right systems to get in shape. So come join the Legacy Wellness Group. Subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see from me. I'm going to have so many different videos, workouts, training plans, talking about nutrition, showing you what I eat, showing you different smoothies, different recipes. But it's going to be fun, and see you guys later.